everyone, this is Joe Drums coming to you. Hope everybody out there is doing great. I'm doing awesome. I just wanted to talk to you guys today about a brand new piece of equipment I just bought recently. It's called the Roland SPD-30. It's the Roland Octopad, and it's got a lot of great new features. The one that they used to have was called the SPD-30. This one here actually has a way that you can record your patterns right into the unit and have it play back and then jam along with it. And so I wanted to try this out. I was in the store and checked it out, and it was definitely something I wanted to get for an add-on for a drum set. So again, this is going to be used as more of a companion for a drum set, although it can be used as a standalone device and be used for percussion and stuff like that, which is a great way to go because it's got great sounding percussion sounds, and they're sampled sounds, so you really get an authentic sound of congas, bongos, you name it, it's got it all in there. So I'm going to try to give you a brief overall view of how to use it and yet still talk to you about some of the sounds that are in it, and we'll kind of discuss that and go over all the different sounds that this thing has. It's a really amazing piece of equipment. It's a little pricey. It's about $600–700 depending on where you get it from. So, but let's take a look at this and we'll check it out. Okay, one of the cool features of this new Roland Octopad is that it has the capability of recording patterns and then having those play back in a loop format and then jamming along with it, or playing another instrument and having this jam along with you. So it's a really neat tool. The old ones that they used to have, the old Roland Octopad 20, the SPD-30, did not have that feature. So, but let's take a look at some of the patterns. So if I was playing like a regular beat, like I could actually record that pattern and have that play, and then have some percussion play on top of it. And I have pretty much like 3 different multi-tracks that I can record from and have all 3 of these play back to me with different patterns playing on top of each other. So let's kind of set that up and do that right now. I'm going to go into the standby mode here. And as you can see, I've got it set up. It's going to record. You can see the light blinking on the far right side there. That says phase loop, or phrase loop, I'm sorry. And basically what that does is it lets you view the tempo that the metronome's being set at. If I wanted to, I could actually have a metronome play along with it. Or if I wanted to, I can have it without it and kind of just make up my own little rhythm. So again, what we're going to do is I'm going to set it up so that when I play this, I want to get the tempo right so I can hear the metronome clicking away so I can jam to it. And I'm going to hit, basically what I did, I hit this quick button underneath the middle 3 buttons here, and it's between the kit buttons here, the 2 red ones. So I pull it up and basically turn this knob, and it tells me if I want to click on or off, and I'm going to say OK. And you can hear the tempo. Right now it's set at 101, and I'm going to get this going. And right when I start playing, it's going to start recording my performance. 1, 2, ready, go. Now I can shut the metronome off. Now let's say I like that and I want to go to a different type of sound. I can do that by switching the phrase. We'll make it part 2. And I'm going to turn that to a Cuban kit, I'm going to play some bongos. Alright. I'm going to have the next kit. I'm going to keep that same kit playing. Put some congas with it. Now I'm going to stop that just for a second, and as you can see I have some other percussion instruments here. I've got a cowbell, I'm going to add that. I've got timbales here in this area, and again the congas were here and the bongos were here. I have a cowbell, and then it looks like a 13-inch cymbal. So I'm going to get this going again. And we'll start the cowbell going. Alright, and as you can see, it's pretty easy to layer patterns and stuff like that into this, have them play back. You can save them on a flash drive, and those will work within this unit as well. Okay, and as you can see, to the left on the Roland, on the back of it, it has a memory slot for a USB, and then it also has a spot for a MIDI as well as USB, so you can plug it into your computer. Right here next to that is the phones, right here, and then this is your output, which I have a Y adapter connected right and left, going to one single out. That way you can save inputs. And then next to that there's a mix in, and then we have external trigger inputs, which are really neat. You can, have another pad for ride cymbal or hi-hat, snare drum, kick, and also hi-hat control. Next to that there's a foot switch, and then of course your MIDI in and your MIDI out. So that is all on the back of the Roland Octopad. One of the things at this year's Guitar Center Drum-Off, they allowed a Roland Octopad to be used if you wanted to with the drum solo. And there were some drummers that used it, and again, don't get me wrong, I love this Roland Octopad. It's great to play around with as an accompaniment or as an add-on to your drum set. However, I found that when these guys were playing their drum solos, they were using this too much and not so much using the acoustic set, which really should be the main part of the drum solo. And they were using this as an accompaniment, but it was also just overused too much. And for me, I feel, and again, I don't know how you guys feel, if you guys want to, chime in and let me know what you guys think about this, But I feel like a drum solo when you're playing it should be a drum solo, and your regular acoustic drum set with cymbals and cowbells and whatever they allow to have as far as part of the drum solo. I think that's great. When it becomes too much of the electronic, even though it is kind of like a drum solo, I think of Neil Peart being one that uses electronics and acoustic. But this is more of a contest, and it should be used just sparingly. I think don't go overboard with it. I hope on the next year's 2016 one that they either do away with it or use it very sparingly, and the guys that are up there as far as the top 3 or 4 winners, they use it sparingly. So you guys, keep the drums in mind when you play your drum solos. It's great and all. It's a nice, like I said, accompaniment, but I think it should be used just very sparingly and not so much as a mainstay in a drum solo. So if you guys, like I said, if you have any questions or you have any comments about what I just discussed here, let me know. And hopefully I shed some light on the Roland Octopad. It's a really nice piece of machinery. It's great to jam along with. Also, it's great for it's a learning tool as far as like playing along with your acoustic drum set and having it as a timekeeper, which is a really good thing. It's kind of like a glorified metronome. It's like having somebody play along with you, which I think is great, which no metronome could really do. So, again, I really like this, and like I said, if you guys have any comments or suggestions about the Roland Octopad, how to use it other ways, let me know. I'd love to have you share your info with me about this this piece of machinery. So again, you guys take care, and again, I'll talk to you real soon, and keep rocking. This is Joe Drums signing off. Until then, take care. Keep rocking.